Hi, I'm Patel, the Programme Head for Justice at the Nuffield Foundation. I want to say a little bit about why the Foundation is so keen to support and fund research in the area of justice. The challenges currently facing the justice system make it more important than ever to examine who the system serves and how it operates. Lengthy case backlogs, crumbling courthouses, and a shortage of key people and resources are combining to create significant difficulties. At the same time, the courts and tribunals are undergoing a wide-ranging programme of reform, changing how justice will be delivered. For those who become involved in the justice system, the decisions made there can have major and lasting effects on their lives. But in practice, the system can be inaccessible and complicated, and many people do not feel they are equal before the law, particularly those unable to get the specialist advice and help that they need. At the Nuffield Foundation, we believe for a society to function well, it must rest on the foundations of a fair and effective justice system. That system acts as a platform for the rules, services, and interactions that support everyday social and economic life. As such, it matters to us all, whether we have direct contact with it or not. The projects we fund have the potential to improve access to justice, increase fairness, and support a more effective system by generating well-evidenced proposals for policy and practice improvement. That's why we've committed over £10 million to fund research in this area over the last 5 years. This year, we're looking to increase our support, and we would particularly welcome ambitious proposals to examine the impacts of legal problems or justice system involvement on people's wider lives and well-being. We fund work in all 4 nations of the UK, separately and comparatively. Our key themes of interest include access to and participation in justice, fairness in the decision-making process, and here we're looking at the disparity and discrimination in all its forms, individually and cumulatively, and trust and legitimacy in the institutions of justice. We take a broad view of justice and want to support that looks at, before and beyond the workings of the courts and tribunals. We are interested in understanding the nature of people's legal problems, how they address them, including the many people who resolve their problems away from the courts and tribunals, and the outcomes that they achieve. But we also have priority areas which link strongly to the rest of the Foundation, or where our support can make the most difference. We're a leading funder of family justice research, and we support research to improve processes and outcomes in both the private and public law spheres, such as Professor Liz Trinder's highly influential work on no-fault divorce. We work closely with our colleagues in the Nuffield Family Justice Observatory, not only to identify research gaps and priorities, but also to extend the reach of our grant funding research to practitioners such as social workers, lawyers and judges. Youth justice is our main area of focus within criminal justice research. We support projects looking at how and why children come into contact with the youth justice system, and how effective and fair the system is in addressing offending and responding to those children's needs. We are also keen on funding research which explores the links between different systems that might affect a child's life, such as a crossover between education and youth justice. Finally, we're interested in how people address social welfare law issues, such as problems with welfare benefits, special education needs provision, housing or immigration. We want to see how administrative decision-making can be improved. At the Nuffield Foundation, we know the value that new and diverse views can bring. For that reason, we're always keen to hear from people, organisations and disciplines that can bring a fresh perspective to bear on issues in justice, as well as those already expert in this field. We particularly encourage applications that take an interdisciplinary approach and that connect to our other core areas of education and welfare. Above all, we want to support research that does not simply diagnose problems, but can find a route to solutions, and that can help refocus the justice system around the needs and experiences of those who rely on it.